The Kids Minds Matter story is one of remarkable progress towards overcoming the mental health epidemic in Southwest Florida. But it isn't over yet. With your help, we can write new chapters filled with hope and healing. Together, we can help the children of Southwest Florida enjoy exceptional mental and behavioral health care, raising the standard of living in our region for generations to come. There are countless stories to be told, and Ella's story is one that beautifully demonstrates the need for mental health support and the transformation that takes place with the help of people and partners in our community who come together to advocate for Southwest Florida's children and families.
I became very stressed and worried and concerned for my daughter's well-being.
I had really bad anxiety and everything, separation anxiety. I was nervous all the time.
Christy Shutok was one of the persons that I was in contact with, trying whatever resource that I could find to help her. And she mentioned this program of the Kids Minds Matter, and we were given a mental health navigator named Peggy.
The mental health navigator is surrounded by a family. So when they're working with a child, they're really working with probably about 3 to 5 people. So yes, they're addressing those child's needs, but they're going into the home and assessing what may have impact on the mental and behavioral health of that child, right? So does the family have financial needs? Do the family members themselves need some mental health diagnosis or support? And so they're working with that family and really walking them through life.
I can't say enough words about our mental health navigator. The way not only did she support her and being there and available for her to have somebody else to talk to besides mom and dad at home, because sometimes honestly your kids don't want to tell you what all is going on. You know, I could see the physical, but maybe she didn't tell me all the mental, and she was able to tell Peggy those things, you know, to have somebody to reach out to. So my son has the same genetic issue as Ella does, but he also has the behavioral issue. I sympathized and understood my daughter's situation, but I didn't know how to help my son. And, you know, I had talked to Peggy a couple times, and she said, you know, these are things that you can help do.
They have such a broad impact, an intense impact to these children and their families, and they're doing it in their homes and in the community.
I think I feel like a lot better. I don't have as much anxiety. I used to I couldn't be alone and it was just crazy, but now it's a lot better.
My children have confidence now. They have confidence in saying how they feel. From where I saw her, you know, several years ago to the young lady she's growing into, and my son as well, being able to deal with his struggles with his mental health. It's astonishing.
Mental health is important to support for several reasons. One is that the need is so great in our community, across the country, but in our community. We can't even start to get to the number of providers and support systems that we need to provide the care for every child out there that needs some intervention for mental and behavioral health. 78% of our population that we serve here is either uninsured or underinsured. That accounts for 20% of the cost of care. And so we need support to help to continue to grow these programs and services to be able to meet the needs of the kids. And without the support, we can't do it. We won't be able to do it. For example, our mental health navigators. That is not a program, those are not positions that we get reimbursed for. We rely solely on philanthropy to support those positions in the community, and they have such a big impact.
Through philanthropy as well as Kids Minds Matter, over the last 6-7 years, we have made such a difference in improving access for mental health. In 2017, we had only 3 providers, 1 psychologist, 1 social worker, and a part-time psychiatrist. With Kids Minds Matter and the funds that were raised, we've gone from a small team of 3 to over 30. And with that, we've been able to have greater access. We saw 1,100 visits in 2017. In 2022, we were amazed when we reached 18,000. Well, in 2023, we've made it up to 22,000 visits. So those are 22,000 times kids would not have had access if Kids Minds Matter had not made it possible through the generosity of our donors.
I would say the most important thing and the reason that we want to share our story as a family is to open those doors to families that don't know that this is available, that this is out there, or that are too afraid to ask. With having that stigma being in there, you know, having that is hard to get past, to ask for help. We want people to see there is families like us that are out there that need this help.
The vision for Kids Minds Matter is to ensure children receive the right care at the right place and the right time, making the full continuum of services available in our region with generous gifts of time, talent, and treasure from supporters like you. We can continue telling the stories that matter, successfully advocating for kids like Ella and her brother, and enhancing children's mental and behavioral health in Southwest Florida. We need your help to write the next chapter for Kids Minds Matter.
Your story matters.
Kids Minds Matter.